Oh, he has a shitty knife.
It's not that the knife's shitty.
I
it's
meant
that...
mechanically.
Oh, right. Yeah, no,
He
you're...
has
okay,
he has
yeah.
the knife that we chose was bad.
I mean, it's good, but, like, the purpose it serves is just counterintuitive to how this game works.
Oh,
Because, like,
yeah.
most engagements, like, you don't want to be running towards somebody to kill them with the knife. You want to be in stealth if you have to use the knife. If you're no longer able to use stealth, you're going to want to have the gun out.
I'm getting my fucking ass rocked because I'm rusty.
Yeah,
I guess.
don't forget to use the strike to break his guard.
You should get health back in between, like in cutscenes like this. So.
Yeah, because when you have to redo the knife fight, they also have to redo these animations.
Yeah.
It sucks. As the person that did the Don... Oh, fuck. Well, I didn't say who. There's a knife fight at the end of the game where you have to not get hit once to get a trophy for it. And I had to redo it multiple times. And, like, they repeated a lot of dialogue.
Oh, I imagine.
Something this game gets right with, like, the look of the guy you're fighting, he looks very fucking dirty.
He also looks like he's been in more than a few fights in his life.
Oh, well, yeah.
Like, he has wrapped hands, which is usually a sign of someone who does fist fighting, like bare knuckle boxing.
Well, also, like, just look at his face.
Yeah. Like, he looks like he's taken a few hits.
Oh, yeah.
You don't... If you're wrapped, you're not bare knuckle, but you knew what I meant.
I do. He's wearing them
Yeah.
so that he does not make direct contact, so it doesn't hurt him.
That's
as
not
much.
why you wear wraps, actually. You wear wraps so that your wrist is locked into place.
Okay.
That way, like... Because what breaks your hand when you're doing a punch is, like, your wrist giving out as you make contact.
That makes sense.
So you lock your knuckles and your wrist into place to avoid that being a concern. And there are
Makes
techniques
sense.
you can use to avoid that while you're not wearing wraps, but most fighters wear wraps because why would you? If you have the access to them, why would you not wear them? See, I do kickboxing now, so I can talk about this stuff. We do not tell the Don about what happened here because if he found out his girl was in trouble, he would go ballistic.
Not just that. They take protecting... Well, Don Teresi specifically takes protection of his daughter not necessarily wholly for her sake, as we learn later.
We'll get to that, but yes. Yes.
But because he literally looks at her as also like
his property.
As an asset.
As property,
to cash in on.
Like, he owns her in his mind.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Pizu.
I guess it means pizza.
I want to say that means pizza, but that feels fucking racist. I don't...
You can't be racist. They're white people. This isn't the 1900s. We're not. They're not. They get the white card.
About to say, at the time they were not considered white.
I know, but I'm talking about today.
That was a recent innovation, relatively speaking. I know it is just a part of the culture, but I do like that the cross is very visible on his neck. It's a nice little touch.
Well, it's, it's there because they want to highlight the hypocrisy of
Yeah.
what he's doing, and he's like, yeah, I believe in God.
I think that's a really cool, like, little touch. Like, they keep, like, it's a focal point of this shot, almost.
Well, it's not just that they're making a statement. It's, as a person that grew up in like a lot of Catholic households, prominent display of the cross as a symbol, that is just a common occurrence.
Yeah.
And the thing is, right, so the branch of Catholicism I grew up under, they will say that you're not allowed by the doctrine of the church to divorce. And yet growing up, like, I constantly heard of people that we went to church with divorcing all the time, including my mom, who did divorce twice. So from an early age, I was aware of the inconsistency of saying you believe in something while not really living true to what it
I know Luke has something for us.
prescribes.
We're going to seal Isabella first.
Oh yeah, you always do this.
Always.
It's what Enzo would do.
It's what Enzo would do, 100%.
Yeah.
He's a fallible human being.
Well, she's treating him like he's never been treated by anyone like how she treats him. So,
and likewise, well, it's true in both directions.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Because for her, he's a breath of fresh air. He doesn't have the same baggage that the rest of them do. Like, they all know that she's Don's property, and Enzo is new enough and naive enough to think that, like, to treat her as a normal person. So it is a mutual, but it's a mutually, like, in both ways. They see each other for the person there, not the past.
Right.
And I think that's really cute that they're both brought together by that, like, mutual sense of kinship.
And there he is. Tino always shows up at the worst fucking time. Like,
or
this
if you're
man,
Tino, the best time.
Well, Tino, if he was a comedian, would be one of the greatest because he has incredible timing.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to find find Tino, like, literally sitting there watching and just waiting for his cue.
Oh yeah, that's the kind of guy he comes across as. Like, he knows more than he always lets on.
I also like that Isabella is barefoot in this shot. Like, she is literally comfortable enough just to walk around this area with Enzo without her shoes.
Well, it's her garden.
Yeah.
So. Also, that was just a thing back then, based on what my grandma was born in the 30s, but like.
But I mean, that's a conscious choice for the director to put. Like her carrying her shoes is a conscious choice the director made. But you're right. That would probably be a common thing.
No, I'm saying it's appropriate for the time period. Yeah. Like, they were much more okay with being barefoot back then.
I mean, I'm barefoot right now, so I can't, like, I understand completely.
I have socks on.
I wear socks when it gets too cold. I'll wear socks and then I'll put slippers on if I'm still too cold after that, but normally I'm barefoot.
So here you have Cesare and Luca, and you finally get to see, all right, we got the guy on the right. He's logic. He's mature, seasoned, experienced. The left, we have passionate, inexperienced, great foils to one another.
You have also, like, as far as Enzo's concerned, you have the angel and the devil. Metaphorically.
Yeah, they're polar opposites.
Yeah, you have Luca, who will steer Enzo towards just do the job, just get in, get out, just doesn't have to be complicated. And Cesare, who will always steer him towards, but we could do a little bit more, though.
Cesare thinks with his cock, whereas Luca thinks with his heart and brain.
Also, Luca's accepted his lot in life, whereas Cesare is ambitious.
Yes.
So they play off each other very nicely over the course of the game.
Yes.
And we're going to see that in this scene. We're really about to do. And I think that's like that. I I think it's a really cool, like this is again like if you're like a fan of if you're like a film school study, like this is elementary stuff, but it's stuff that a lot of games get wrong.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of games get this very simple shit wrong.
Character dynamics, yeah.
So like it helps to have an example of like, oh, here is a character dynamic that you can just like take inspiration from. Like this is a thing you could just write. And even if you don't understand the form, like this is a good example of what the form could look like or should look like. Because you also have Enzo as like a mediating presence between the two of them in some respects.
So based on what I know from the people that are fans of the series, the way it works with how what they regard as a good game is when it's structured like this, where you have a very big, you technically have a big map, but like you're not going around like collecting flags or attacking bandit camps.
Man, like you're making me think of Assassin's Creed in ways I wish I don't I don't want to think about that game. Cause that's the worst part of those fucking games.
Yeah. Whereas here they're like they're like the map is not here to encompass the gameplay.
This map exists to tell our story.
This is literally a very large movie set.
Yeah, this map exists purely to tell our story, and we're gonna like try to keep it relatively faithful if we can, but we're not gonna be like our story is more important than being faithful to this topography.
We're not gonna highlight collectibles on the map or anything fucking like that. Like, yeah.
And there are collectibles with this, but they feel like they never feel like something the game even wants you to really like focus too much on.
Yeah, like the thing you just picked up, that's just like extra seasoning for the setting, really. It's not even anything pivotal or really important. Like some of it just gives more background info.
But this is our first like maybe shakedown is not the right term, but like our first shakedown.
So it is a shakedown. It's just that they are having this function in the ideal way that they want it to, which is this man is amiable to the arrangement. He doesn't mess with the cash flow, and he's nice enough to us. So this is the ideal for how their job goes.
Yeah, but also
right
like as you said earlier, like the cops are hours and hours away if you needed them, whereas the Don is right there.
The Don is the actual authority here.
The Don is right there, so you're not going to call the cops. The cops aren't going to get here in time to do anything of note.
Yeah, there is some form of authority that you run into later. I think they're called La Guardia, but like
the guards, yeah.
No one fucking respects them, and nobody goes to them for help first. They go to the Don because this is the Don's land.
He also like he has
the Don's business.
He has a financial interest in making sure that people think this land is safe.
Of course, yeah.
It is his responsibility to like if people don't feel comfortable living here, he loses money.
Yes, that's why mob wars are a bad idea, because no one, at the end of the day, they say they're men of honor, blah 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 blah. Nah, man, it's all about the fucking money. It's all about the fucking money.
This game doesn't pretend otherwise.
No, and it shouldn't, because every good bit of mob fiction knows that like all this shit about like swearing an oath and like omuerta,
pomp and circumstance. It's pomp and circumstance. Yeah,
it's like, nah, dog. It's about the fucking money.
It's about money, and like the Don will love you until you interfere with his plans.
And it's all about individual interests. So like when a guy gets hauled in, like a lot of mobsters will just fucking talk immediately because their allegiance is, you know, if this is going to take me away from everything I've earned, like, it's not worth it to not spill the beans.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's business.
Yeah. Everyone's here for their own self-interests. They like to act like it's a, communal thing, but the money goes up. It always goes up. The Don always collects his share.
And I like this.
This
is pretty basic, but it's like, oh yeah, we escalate. We do the simple one first, and then as we go through the next two, it escalates slowly.
Well, this one, they're like, okay, we're going to see if he can act tough. But we're not going to let him fuck up by accident by giving him a gun that's loaded. So that gun is very interesting. Now, I know if you look at it, there's a very interesting detail about it. There's no trigger guard. And I know what you're thinking. That seems like a really stupid design. Because the idea of the trigger guard is to prevent it from discharging when you have it in the holster. That specific firearm has a feature where the trigger can actually be folded up. So when you put it in the holster, it won't
misfire.
Yeah, it's not going to be in the position for it to fire. It's really interesting. It's called the Bodeo 1886. It's a very mechanically satisfying gun.
I like that. I also like the like you said earlier about how they don't directly say you owe us money. They will imply it.
Well,
like if you look at the exact lines being used in the subtitles.
Well, yeah, everybody in this room knows why we're here. We don't need to say it. Because why would we need to? Everyone fucking knows what's going on here. All right, point it at his son.
What is also being done here, not so subtly, is Enzo is getting more inured to the violence.
Right.
Even though there is no bullets in this chamber.
You gotta put the gun away now. Hold LB and A.
Even though there are no bullets in the chamber, like Enzo did just point a gun at somebody.
So
which is like an escalation of what he's been doing before, which was just knife fighting.
So there's an interesting detail in Mafia Definitive Edition. I don't know if it was done on purpose, but you play as a character that does not have gun training. In Mafia 2, you play as a guy that literally served in the military, so he's a lot better at handling firearms. But in Mafia Definitive Edition, when you're pointing like a pistol at someone, the game will like make the reticle kind of shaky. And like you can see his arm being a little shaky, so you have to like adjust a little bit to each shot. Cool. Yeah. It's frustrating as fuck, but I honestly didn't mind the detail.
Yeah,
and you'll work with it, so.
But I think like what I do want to take away from this is that like whether or not anyone in this room realizes that Enzo is now a little more accustomed to violence than he was literally 2 seconds ago. Because he is now, like, we was now, even though the gun was not loaded, he still pointed a gun at someone's face. Which is a thing that he did not do before. That is actually a pretty important thing to note, is that...
Well, they trust him to come on these money collecting missions, like, winning that horse race really brought him up.
Yes, but it is also, like, Enzo might not even realize what happened just there. Like by the time he's like had a chance to think about it, like, oh yeah, I just pointed a gun at someone's face. Probably never even crossed his mind. Probably never even crossed his mind.
Well, from Enzo's perspective, he doesn't know that guy.
And he's yeah, that's what I mean. Like he's already being trained to embrace the more thuggish aspects of the life he is now been thrust into. without even realizing that's happening to him.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a good chance that Luca doesn't even realize that that's happening right now, even though that is what's happening. But he is now growing more into the role that Don has designated for him.
Luca doing the good manager practices, acknowledging what he did and telling and giving him praise.
Yeah.
There was actually, I want to tell you something really funny. There was guy, there was some kind of professional career guy that's like known for analyzing people's managerial styles. And they asked him who was the best boss in all of like manga, and he said it was Frieza from Dragon Ball Z.
I can believe that.
Because Frieza in Japanese speaks proper and the most formal form of Japanese. So he's always talking to people. He is always talking to people in the most pleasant fashion. He's giving sufficient feedback. He's making his objectives clear. And then there's some fiction in some of the other Dragon Ball media where like they get time off, they get paternity and maternity leave. Like
his men are very loyal to him too.
Yeah, because Frieza knows that treating them well yields better results than treating them like shit.
But part of why I point out that like that subtle escalation of violence in that first scene is to kind of like establish that for this scene where
you have to go into the shack. Oh, right. They have to wait for the guy to open
it.
Sorry, I forgot.
But also, I want to point out that we are in a quarry that is not too dissimilar to the one that Enzo grew up in.
Well, okay, so a mine and a quarry are actually two separate things.
I'm aware, but
what you're pointing out is he is in a place where workers are being fucked over, and now that he's on the other side of the equation, he is the one fucking them over.
And he might not even realize that's what's happening.
And the thing is, even if he does not care.
Yeah.
This is how capitalism works.
But like he is slowly being transformed into the thing that he loathed. Not even like a couple months ago. I don't know. Actually, like, it might have been a year or two. I actually don't know the time frame here.
So, in case people didn't pay attention, there is a strike being held at this quarry, and we are being solicited by the quarry owner to break up the strike.
Yeah.
And that gentleman in the green coat is the strike leader.
So if you're the viewer and you're paying attention, this is your first clue. Like, even if you were taken in by the Don's like beauty and his grace and his style, we are the exact opposite of where we were at the start of this. We are on the other side.
Yeah, you've gone from being oppressed to oppressor.
To being the oppressor.
Yeah, I had a very similar experience when I worked in retail, and they made me the authorized key holder, which meant that when there were no managers or assistant managers in the store, I was de facto in charge.
Ooh.
So, yeah. So, like, I would dictate when people would go take their breaks, their lunch breaks and stuff. And honestly, I didn't enjoy it at all.
Being a little bit better at this now that I'm adjusting.
I never let it pause like that. I just keep hitting him until it stops.
But yeah, we have now officially transitioned to being the oppressor.
Yep.
Like, I do enjoy how well Enzo is being groomed here. Like, he is being groomed to be something that he was not at the start of this game.
You can see how fascismo became a thing in this part of the world.
Hey, but at least the trains ran on time.
No, they didn't.
That's the funny part. That's the funny part, is they actually didn't.
They like to say they did, but they actually did not.
Yeah, that is the part I find the most hilarious. Is like even that old tire talking point is just incorrect.
Like, people that fascist governments, like, they love to say that socialist governments never work, but what they actually mean is we didn't let them succeed.
Yeah.
And fascist governments, I don't know if they've noticed, but all of those have failed.
Every Republican president I have ever been under has been terrible.
Well, yeah, they're... I don't know if you've noticed, all presidents have been terrible in our lifetimes.
Yes, but uniquely terrible.
Unique may be a stretch. Since we live in a country that is uniparty,
Yeah,
but
that is true.
But in typical American fashion, we have two.
But yeah, like this is how, in like just a couple of I guess I don't like this must be like a couple months between the start of the game and now.
Yeah, it takes a while for hair to grow like that.
Yeah.
When you're shaved down, as a person that gets his hair shaved.
So like, it didn't take long for Enzo to quickly become the very thing that at the start of the game he was against.
Well, you know, he was ripe for molding when Don Teresi literally just gave him a fucking crumb.
Yeah.
Like, that's all it took.
It didn't take much.
Like, this is the thing I never understand about why we have society set up in a certain way, because when people are treated well, they are statistically shown to be better workers every time.
Yeah.
So if you just didn't treat people like shit, it's not a difficult concept to grasp. It's
what a concept.
Wild. It's wild.
But like,
oh my god, we're gonna meet Galante.
Oh yeah, this is the stealth mission.
No. I'm excited because you're gonna meet Leo Galante, who's in Mafia 3. I mean Mafia 2, and he has a brief stint in 3. He's a big name.
He's a recurring character.
Yeah, he's like, I mean, by the time Mafia 2 takes place, like he's a big fucking deal. But here he's just on the ground floor with you. He's one of the he's just one of the, you know, for crime syndicates, blue collar workers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leo teaches the main character in 2 how to box.
Okay.
When y'all are in a certain section of the game.
The guard. They're just the guard.
Amarri coi darici come funzionano i quasi.
Esatto, bravo. Potevamo fare qualche cosa più buona.
L'ammanco è dovuto a una spedizione che fu portata alla dogana prima che ci arrivassimo noi oggi. Ci fu un cambio di personale.
Oh, that's awesome. You're going to be able to take advantage of the throwing knife here.
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna see how amazing it is.
What? Con lei. E senza fare buidello, capiste?
E tu? Te ne stai carra
Like when I played it the first time, I did the same thing as you. I strangled everyone and I looted every corpse. But when I finished the game and I played it the second time, I said to myself,
Scopa.
none of this matters. Fuck it.
You do realize pretty quickly that, like, after you make the choice, that, like, really it doesn't truly matter all that much.
No. And when you're able to kill guys by just pressing the button instead of having to mash a button or hold a button, you're just like, yeah, this is better. It's so much quicker.
And I imagine, especially so if you still have the QT turned on, because that QT is really obnoxious.
Well, there is a bead you get that makes it easier.
Yeah.
So you don't have to press it nearly as much. And I used that for most of both my playthroughs.
Ma non è pericoloso arrubare Chase Beat?
Su questo non saccio manco più quante volte la rubamo.
Ho depositato la dogana e ci mandano i sbirri che manco si sanno a moglie di scarico.
Here it is.
Fatta a cura. E sarà una passata.
Time for some stealth action.
Yeah, the easiest stealth.
Tactical espionage action.
Solito piano, Cesare.
You literally just have to not walk directly in front of them.
Pretty much. This is a pretty rudimentary stealth system, but it works. Gets the job done.
Fate un segnale quando giocate. E non fate buidello.
Baby's first stealth game.
Pretty much. But, like, for what they're doing, it works.
Oh no, it works. It's just like, as a person that's played all the Metal Gear games, all the Splinter
Dishonor
Cell games,
Hitman,
yes,
etc.,
it's
etc.
it is very simple.
Yeah.
You didn't actually need to sneak here. They can't fucking
I
see
know,
you.
but, like, it feels right.
Wrong way.
Oh no, this is the right way.
I think there might have been something extra. Oh, don't worry about it.
Oh, there we go.
We are Charlie Kirk. I can't wait to show you that video. It's so ridiculous. All right. I think when you're close enough, it will show the icon to throw the knife. Of course, I wouldn't do it right now.
Yeah.
Even if you were able to, I wouldn't do it right now.
Well, these are pretty easy to pick off. These two were pretty easy to pick off.
Oh, they're all easy to pick off because they never cross paths. Oh, they must not let you use the knife here because they don't want you killing LaGuardia yet.
Oh, you're right. You can't use it to pick locks.
Oh, that's
This
upsetting.
scenario will never spend. Oh, the coins.
Yeah, they're teaching you how to... Yeah.
Everyone's favorite Hitman tool.
I mean, it works. And then they also have the Last of Us item of choice.
The bottles and bricks.
Yep.
Oh, brick will never betray you. I think there's a collectible over here.
Yeah. You can throw the bottles at them.
I can. But I like a personal touch.
Oh, there's a safe in here. That means the combination must be close by.
Oh yeah, I think it's right in this room. Yeah.
There it is. So there's an achievement for opening a safe without knowing the combination.
I mean, I know how you would get that. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, you find the note, then you reload your checkpoint.
Yeah. And you write it down physically on paper, and then you do it on your
Yes.
on your reload. Yeah.
It's hilarious. I laughed whenever I got it because you just know they were just like, look, we don't care.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter. None of this matters.
It really doesn't. Do you know what denarii actually translates to?
No.
Money. So you're not even collecting
Like
like
a local
reals.
currency. It's just
It's
money.
not. It's literally just money.
Like Kingdom Hearts money, MUNNY almost.
Well, no, it's even more literal than that. Denarii literally is MONEY money. Like Kingdom Hearts is like, yeah, this is a silly. You know what this is, and it's silly, so it fits the setting. Whereas here, it's just like, we're gonna call it the Italian word for money. You want to know something funny about this section? You don't have to go to any of those markers. You can go straight to where the whiskey is.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. And then it cancels, it cuts off all those GUI elements. Like he literally says, oh, there it is.
That's pretty funny.
Because when I did it, I was like, I don't want to go to each of these fucking spots. I want to see if this happens. Yeah, because they're not in any of these spots.
Yeah.
They're by the car that's over here. There you go.
This is it, the whiskey.
Because I know what you were thinking the first time you come in here. You're like, oh, I have to check every spot.
Yeah.
Nope. You can just go straight to it, and bam. Leo's so fucking good, man.
Deception check passed.
He's like, wait a minute.
Roll deception.
Don't you want to go drinking? Don't you want to go drinking?
Roll deception. Check passed.
Worked. And it worked.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy is definitely not being paid enough. So having a random dude come up to him and be like, hey, you want to go get a drink? I mean,
the guards inside don't handle anything that happens, so why not?
Now he's talking to a lady. A lady of the night. If he plays his cards right, he might have a really good fucking night.
Ringrazio, signori.
Oh, that's especially funny.
Yeah. That guy made the best decision of his life by literally looking the other way for a few minutes.
He's gonna have a good afternoon.
Leo in this game acts a lot differently than he does when he's older, which is interesting. Because like here he's still Leo, like very competent, very smart, which he is in all of the other entries as well. But like here he's a little less
untempered.
Grouchy, less grouchy.
Also, yeah, we could skip the ride if we wanted to, but I'm gonna let the conversation.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, like they offer you the ability to skip, which yeah, I don't.
Which I will never do.
Because yeah, there's extra dialogue. Although on my second playthrough, I did skip all the.
Well,
rides.
at that point, you've read it. You've already heard it.
You know how much quicker the game goes when you don't have to fucking drive or ride.
I imagine
you're
like saving hours of time.
Literally. Oh my god, it's incredible, and it loads so fast.
I believe that 100%.
It's yeah. I think doing 2 playthroughs of this game is worth it because the first one is like, I'm going to take this very seriously, and then the second attempt is like, oh, I actually know how this all works, and I don't give a shit about a lot of this shit anymore. Like, saving the knife for all the boxes and shit. It's like, no. You want to use them on people because when you loot them, you have a good chance of getting a whetstone.
I also do
So-
like that, like on the day that we shook down like the quarry. Luca's like, "Oh yeah, your first day doing collections. How'd you feel, Enzo?" And Enzo's like, "Great, no problem."
Yeah. This is way better than mining fucking sulfur.
No reservations whatsoever about shaking down the workers.
Well, he's getting something. I mean, on top of all the benefits he's getting, free room and board, good meals, people that are actually kind. He's getting respect.
I don't want to like I'm not saying this to besmirch Enzo. I'm saying this to point out like, oh, they did a really good job breaking him in.
Well, what I'm saying is they didn't have to do much.
Yeah, like it feels completely natural. Like you even if you're aware it's happening, it feels completely natural in the moment.
Like he's like, I like Luca, and if this guy makes Luca's life harder, fuck that guy.
Yeah, like this is probably one of, in my opinion, the most important scenes of the game. Like this whole collection scene from the start to end, because of just this is the pivot point for Enzo as a character.
Yep.
This is where he has more or less like shut the door on any life but the one he has chosen now.
Well, the thing is about Sicily, the area he's in. I don't know if you've noticed. Actually, can you do me a solid? Open the map. Zoom all the way out.
That's as far
Not
as
a
she
lot
goes.
going on here.
Yeah, no. It's a lot of roads and a handful of cities.
Well, no, it's
And
mostly
majority
greenery.
countryside. Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a lot going on here. So like,
It's like
unless he leaves this place, there's nothing for him. Like, he's a big fish in a little pond here.
yeah. I just think it's very interesting, like how the game really seamlessly transitions him into like big bosses outer heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Because this could have been handled a lot worse. I've seen games handle like similar arcs way worse than this.
Well,
This feels so elegant. Go ahead.
I mean, the other Mafia 1 and 2 kind of do this as well. Because for when you start Mafia 1, you're not a part of the mob either. And same thing for Mafia 2. A set of circumstances arises, you perform something for people that are a part of the mob, then, you begin your relationship with them, and then eventually you're in. That's usually how it goes in all, well, except for 3. 3 is incredibly different. 3 is a deconstruction of mob stuff, and it's profoundly different.
Oh, ancora come pare?
Zitto te. O compare per ragione.
Ma che minchia dici?
In caffè che era? Na che banna se ne fuori l'altra?
Yeah, you're about to get into your first gunfight,
Yeah.
of which there are a lot more than I thought would be in this game.
But I do like yeah, no, you got a point. You pay us for protection, and you're not being protected. That needs to get rectified.
This guy's fucking with the cash flow. Like, we're not gonna squeeze a blood out of a stone.
So if you need this pump to get your money going again, then sure, we got you.
we need to put the bike chain back on the fucking gear. Like, we're not gonna throw out the bike. We're gonna fix it.
Whereas Cesare is like, we could just skip this part. Like, no.
Yeah.
No, you actually can't.
Yeah, you know what they do the second you start being a shit to them. They're gonna look at Don Spadoro and be like, he's not fucking me over. Maybe he should be in charge of everything.
Because there are other options.
Yes.
Now, none of them particularly good, but they are there.
The one thing every person that has ever existed needs to understand whenever they're in a job. I don't care what position they fucking are. Everyone is replaceable. CEOs arguably are the most replaceable in my opinion.
Something I like to say is, if you are irreplaceable, a mistake happens somewhere down the line.